Hello everyone, my name is Listiawati, and in this video I will present to you about the cooperation and implicature according to George Yule for my final test of Pragmatics. According to George Yule, cooperation and conversation refers to the principle that speakers and listeners work together to achieve effective communication. This principle involves adhering to certain guidelines known as maxims to ensure that the conversation is smooth and meaningful. Firstly is maxim of quantity. Maxim of quantity is maxim that providing the necessary information without being too brief or too detailed. Example like in the video here is A asked to B, how did you do on your exam? And B answered, I passed. Here B provides enough information to answer A's question without giving unnecessary details. B adheres to the maxim by providing sufficient information but not overloading A with excessive detail. The second maxim is called maxim quality, is speaking the truth and avoiding false or unsubstantiated information. Example like in the video, A is asked to B, is this a good place to eat? And B answered, yes, I had lunch here last week and it was excellent. In this example, B follows the maxim by giving truthful information based on personal experience, thereby ensuring that the information is reliable. The maxim of relation is being relevant to the topic and avoiding unrelated information. The example, A asked to B, what time is the meeting? And B answered, it's at 3 p.m. By the way, did you finish the report? While B initially adheres to the maxim by providing the relevant information, the meeting time, they then introduce an unrelated topic, the report, which could be seen as a slight violation to the maxim. An ideal response, solely in terms of relevance, would stick to the subject of the meeting. The last maxim is called maxim of manner, is being clear, concise, and easy to understand, while avoiding ambiguity and obscurity. Example, A asked to B, how do I get to the library from here? And B answered, turn left at the next intersection, go straight for 2 blocks, and the library will be on your right. In this response, B is clear, concise, and orderly, providing direction in a straightforward manner that avoids confusion and ambiguity, thus adhering to the maxim of manner. Next, we have implicature. According to George Yule, implicature refers to the implicit meaning or implication that is conveyed in an utterance beyond the literal meaning of the words. Implicature have divided into 5. Firstly is called conversational implicature. This type of implicature is derived not from the literal meaning of the words, but from the principles of cooperative conversation and the context in which the utterance is made. Example, A asked B, are you coming to the meeting? And B answered, I have a lot of work to finish. Here, B implies that they may not be able to attend the meeting due to being busy with work. The implicature is derived from the context and the cooperative principle as B's respond and directly answer A's question. Secondly is called generalized conversational implicature. This is a type of implicature that does not rely on the specific context of the conversation, but rather arises from general pragmatic principles or communicative assumptions. Example, A asked B, did anyone call me? And B answered, someone called, but I didn't catch their name. The implicator here is that B unsure about the identity of the caller. This type of implicature does not depend heavily on the context. Rather, it is generally understood from the use of someone without specifying who it was. The third implicature is called scalar implicatures, are based on the assumption that speakers, when using a weaker or less informative term from a scale, implicate that the stronger or more informative term does not apply. Example, A asked B, did you eat some of the cookies? And B answered, I ate some of them. The implicature here is that B did not eat all of the cookies. By using some, B implies a quantity that is less than all, which is understood based on the scalar nature of the term some. The fourth type is called particularized conversational implicature. This type of implicature are meanings that are implied or suggested based on the specific context of a conversation rather than being part of the literal meaning of what is said. Example, A asked B, "Can you pass the salt?" And B answered, "The salad needs some flavor." In the specific context, B implies that they are passing the salt because the salad needs more flavor. This implicature is heavily context dependent and would not make sense without the specific situation of discussing the salad. And the fifth is called properties of conversational. All the implicatures have been situated within conversation, with the inferences being made by people who hear the utterances and attempt to maintain the assumption of cooperative interaction. Example, A asked to B, "Is the report ready?" And B answered, "I haven't had a chance to proofread it yet." The implicature is that the report is not ready. This demonstrates the properties of conversational implicature, such as being cancelable. And the last one is called conventional implicature. This type of implicature is derived from the conventional or literal meaning of the words used. Example, A said to B, "He is poor but honest." And B said to A, "Yes, that's true." The word but conventionally implicates a contrast between being poor and being honest. This type of implicature is tied to specific words or phrases and does not rely on context to be understood. And that's all from me for the explanation of cooperation and implicature. Thank you for watching. Bye.